at an apartment complex in the city of Santa Maria. The briefing includes video from surveillance, drone, ring, and in-car cameras, also photographs and other evidence known to date. The shooting is the subject of 3 separate and independent investigations. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department will conduct an investigation into the actions of the suspect and the officer. Once completed, the investigation will be submitted to the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office for review. The Santa Maria Police Department will also review the incident to evaluate and determine if the department's policies and procedures were followed. No conclusions will be made until all the facts are known and the investigations are completed. A word of caution: the images and language you are about to see and hear may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The incident began about 10:30 p.m. when an officer contacted a man near a dumpster in the 1000 block of West Morrison Avenue. The man displayed 2 knives.
6'9", when I gunpoint, we're going to be at the near trash cans. He has a knife and he was coming towards me.
The officer requested backup and the man walked away. The man was then stopped by several other officers. After being told more than 20 times to drop the weapons, the man takes 5 steps towards the officers. That's when an officer fired a less than lethal projectile, hitting the man near his stomach. Officers continued to talk with the man to try and convince him to drop the weapon. After firing 1 additional beanbag round, the man threw a weapon at officers, hitting a police car and nearly striking the officers. The man then ran toward a 2nd-story apartment and hid behind a wall of an apartment occupied by a woman and her young daughter. The woman, now inside the apartment with her young daughter, called 911.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
731 Southwest 3rd Avenue, apartment. I have my house surrounded by police.
Yes, ma'am. We were trying to reach someone that lives there. We didn't have any other recent contacts with you there. You need to stay sheltered in place. We have someone that's up against the wall there, and you need to stay inside.
I am. I'm in my bathroom, and I have a gun registered to me, so if this guy comes
Okay, you don't... Okay, do you have all your doors and windows locked?
Yes. And like I said, I do have a registered gun, so if he tries to come into my house, then I'm not going to...
Okay, ma'am. We have officers there. Please don't fire.
Salvador, no te escucho. Estoy hablando con la muchacha que vive de aquel lado, no contigo. Salvador, ¿ocupas ayuda médica? Yo sé que te lastimaron ellos.
In an attempt to de-escalate the situation and persuade the man to drop the knife and surrender peacefully, officers and a hostage negotiator talked with the man for more than 90 minutes. During that time, the negotiator repeatedly asked him to set the knife down. Several times during the standoff, the man glanced over the wall and yelled at officers. Officers deployed a drone to see what he was doing on the balcony. A police officer monitoring the video feed from the drone saw the man put a knife on the ground.
The knife is on the ground next to him. Deploy.
Now, more than 90 minutes into the negotiation, police decided to take advantage of the situation. That's when they fired less lethal pepper ball rounds at the man in an attempt to end the situation. Watch as the man begins throwing objects at the police, including bikes and chairs. Still possessing the knife, he attempts to open the front door. He will take a large reddish board and smash the window of the apartment in an attempt to enter the apartment where the woman and child were sheltering in place. And that's when the officer-involved shooting occurred. Officers quickly made their way up to the 2nd floor landing to disarm the suspect and move the mother and her daughter to a safe location.
Hurry.
Here is a screenshot of the knife recovered from the scene. Officers attempted to render aid. However, the suspect succumbed to his injuries. The subject's motivation and to what extent drugs or alcohol may have played in his behavior are unknown at this time, and is part of the ongoing investigation. The man was identified as Salvador Maceda. He was on probation following an arrest after an extended standoff in December of 2021 when he threw glass bottles at officers.